Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's Rebecca here, guys. We're gonna be talking about the craziest thing, not the craziest thing that's ever happened to me, but one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me, like involving a male. And we're gonna take a trip down memory lane. But before we do that, I want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel. If you're not subscribed, pause this video and hit the subscribe button down below to make sure that you get my content. I swear that I'll be taking this video to the grave with me, guys. It's so embarrassing. Only like 3, 4, 5 people maybe know, like in the whole entire world, including the guy that's about and his sister. So I don't know why I'm even telling this story. It's honestly like City Girls down 10,000. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I failed us. Okay. It's so embarrassing. So to distract myself and, you know, stop myself from killing myself, I will literally be doing my makeup. So it's gonna be like a get ready with me, chit chat, story time type of vibe. Make sure you guys subscribe, because I have stories out the ass and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed. I'm sorry if the audio was bad. I was going to use my AirPods as like a microphone, but couldn't find my AirPods. And please don't clock my missing nail. This is dip powder. These are my real nails. I've been growing them out. My nail chip, it broke. It's a whole thing, okay? Please don't clock me. With that being said, let's get into the motherfucking story. I already primed my face and did my brows, so now we gonna go to foundation. Everything that I use will be in the description box below, so if you're inquiring about anything, that's where to look. I will get too distracted if I, you know, saying like this is boo, like, you know what I mean? Cool. Let's just get into it, child. So first things first, let's talk about the boy. Let's talk about the boy. So I've known this boy like probably for like 5, 6 years now. I don't know. Maybe I'm juicing it. Maybe 4 or 5 years. He like lives right next to me, so you know, I always saw him around. You know, we used to like chill or whatever. Way back when, like him and his friend used to chill with me and my sisters. You know, just platonic stuff, just kicking it as neighbors, I guess. Fast forward to 2019. The boy was in my Facebook Messenger like nobody's business. Like, when you gonna come see me? Da 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 da. I'm trying to mess with you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And I'm just like, yo, where did this sudden interest come from? Red flag. If a nigga's just interested in you, like deeply out of nowhere, please beware that nigga ain't shit. Like, you're not just gonna be suddenly interested in someone out the blue. Like, something's gonna make you intrigued, okay? It's not gonna be out the blue, okay? So the nigga just like telling me every day to come chill with him, dolo, da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, what is your game? Like, what is it? When did you start feeling this way? And that's kind of where the premise of the conversation was for like a month. Like, for a month straight, I was dubbing this man. Like, leave me alone. We're just friends. I should have kept it that way, Lord Jesus. I should have kept it that way. So, one day, I don't even remember how I even gave the man a chance, guys. I don't. But one day, I told him that, you know, we can match or whatever, and, you know, see where, you know, shit goes. Still platonically, but, you know, we can match and we can, you know, see what's up. I wish I never would have done that. I wish, like, what? Although he did tell me to come alone, I just wasn't with it. I was not with the shits. So I brought my sister. And, you know, we was matching or whatever, kicking it. It was a real grand, good old time. I'm not even gonna cap. It was a great time. I had fun. So I'm like, dang, to my sister, I'm like, this kid, we're gonna call him Mikey. For no particular reason. That's nothing to do with his name. It's just the first name that popped in my head. Anyways, so I'm like, damn, to my sister Princess. I'm like, yo, Mikey is, you know, he's mad cool, whatever. I didn't know he was this cool because, you know, we only chilled with Mikey with his friends. So, you know, niggas act different around their friends, yada, 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 whatever. She's like, I think Mikey really, really likes you. Like, da-da-da-da-da. I think you should just give him a chance. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, because I see the bitches on Mikey's Facebook. Like, Mikey is not interested in me like that. Like, there's just no way. No way. And she's like, well, you should try it out. Like, you know, you never know. Da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, you never know. So, I tried it out. I did it. So, you know, I tell Mikey, don't really remember how the conversation went, but I'm like, hey, if you want to take me serious, I'm with it. Let's do it. Like, you know, but I'm only here to be exclusive. I'm not with the you talking to 45 different girls. I'm not with the games. I'm not. He's like, yeah, I don't even talk to anybody. Fibber. Lies. It's like, I don't even talk to anybody like that. Da 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 da. They can all be cut off in a matter of minutes. Da 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 da. Mind you, this is an in-person conversation that we're having. So it's like, cool. Mikey takes out his phone and Mikey starts, you know, telling different girls like it's over. Da 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 da. I'm talking to someone and I'm like, dang, that was quick. I didn't pull up my phone. I didn't text my men. Like, that was quick. So I'm like, okay, gotta go home, figure out how to break it to my, you know, my entanglements. Bro, I literally go home, break it off with the entanglements. Let me give you guys a timeline so it kind of makes sense. This all happened in like February. This is when Mikey was like pursuing me. This was like in February, you know, pre-pandemic times. Let's just give you a timeline. Pre-pandemic times. So, me and Mikey, we're talking, you know, every day. Mind you, he's my neighbor, so I can see him whenever the F I want, you know. It's not hard to, you know, just walk 4 minutes to his crib. Me and Mikey, we start seeing each other every day. I'm going to let the concealer sit for a little bit. We start seeing each other every day. It's calm, cool, and collected. And, you know, feelings start to grow and all this other stuff. And I'm like, shit, how did this happen? Like, how did I get myself here? Like, when I tell you feelings were growing rapidly, feelings were growing rapidly. Like, let's just leave it at that. And mind you guys, we never made it to third base. I don't really know the bases. I know it's like kissing, hugging, or something. We never made it past like first base, ever. So why I thought this was like real in my head, I couldn't tell you. I don't know what I was going through. I don't. We're vibing. It's cool. Like, our personalities really complement each other, like 1000%. He's like bringing me out my shell. I have very, you know, very, a little stush. I'm not gonna lie, a little stush when it comes to these niggas. But he's bringing me, pulling me out my shell, and I'm like, yes, I'm coming. Oh, anyways. Pull me out my shell, whatever. I'm like, dang, this nigga's mad cool. Like, who would have ever fucking thought? Fast forward to like May. We're in the pandemic at this point. Fast forward to May. My friends and I were like, yo, we gotta do something. Like, this PUA ain't busted for nothing. We gotta go somewhere, child. So we decide we're gonna go 6 days, 5 or 6 days in Georgia, and then 4 to 5 days. I don't remember the exact days, but we was in Georgia, and then we went straight to Miami after Georgia. Prior to that, I was in California for business, like probably 2 weeks before we were supposed to go to Georgia. So when I was in California, Mikey was in Miami celebrating his birthday, doing all this other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, have fun, da-da-da-da-da. You know, hyping the man, like, you about to get mad bitches, da-da-da. Just hyping the man, just because I just feel like that's what you did with your man. You hyped them for their birthdays, you know. I'm acting real cool, calm, and collected. And it's at this point, I wasn't worried because I was in California and he was in Miami. So I wasn't too worried about, you know, being bored or whatever, because, you know, I was out there doing me. Not doing me, like, going stupid, going crazy, but, like, you know, I was there for business. He was there for his birthday, and I expected him to behave. I didn't have any, you know, reasons not to trust him at this point. If you're expecting to like watch this video and just like be out like during your lunch break or something, I don't think that's gonna happen. This is a long ass story, so you know, I suggest you settle down, grab a snack, grab your wine, grab your blizz, because you're gonna be here for a while. Anyways, he's in Miami and he never gave me a reason not to trust him. So I'm over here thinking, and mind you, when he's in Miami, he's FaceTime me every day, has his friends on the phone. It's the niggas. It's the friends for me. Don't be all up in my face, acting like we cool, you know? And you watching this. Anyways. Friends all up in the camera like, oh my God, Rebecca, we miss you. Juicing it. Straight juicing it. And it's just like, oh my God, the friends love me. Like, you know, just feeling a little lightheaded, a little gassed. Oh, and it's not even just the friends, it'd be the parents too. It'd be the parents too, ladies. It's just, let's get past the birthday. You know, so the birthday comes, he comes back home and I get back home. I think we got back home on the same day, actually. And, you know, I give him his little gift or whatever. I got him bud from Cali, $50, Henny Priv, and a cute ass card, sweetie. I don't know what these things want. I just thought that you would have wanted that, you know? You know, get back home. He's like, babe, like, thanks so much. Guys, this is the first red flag that I should have peeped. He's like, babe, thanks so much for the card. Like, you know, we're having an Airbnb tonight, but you know, you can't come. And he didn't say it like you can't come. He just kind of said like, oh, this is an all boys thing, which I should have known. Like, Rebecca, boys don't have all boys gatherings. They just don't. I mean, sometimes cool if you know, you go to your boy's house and the rest of the boys are there, cool. That's an all boys gathering. But you're not buying a whole Airbnb to have an all boys gathering. You're not doing it. You're not doing it, Rebecca. They're not doing it. That should have been my first red flag. And I'm sick that it wasn't, but I digress. So we get to, or he gets to, I should say, his cute little all boys Airbnb. And the man just, you know, he goes ghost. He doesn't go ghost like completely, but you know, he's doing his thing at the Airbnb, you know, probably with mad bitches. I still don't know what happened at the Airbnb. That's not even the point of the story. So anyways, after the Airbnb, we were gonna go to Georgia 4 days later. I'm asking the nigga, please come to Georgia. Please come to Georgia. He's like, I'm gonna come. Let me buy my ticket. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me buy my ticket. Let me buy my ticket. And I'm like, dude, why aren't you buying the ticket? Like, your POA not busting or something? Come to find out, his POA was not busting. But you know, not everyone's POA can bust, but it's just like, come on. Come on, you wearing Balenciagas. You want to have $400 for a ticket. I don't know. I'm telling him, please buy your ticket. Like, I will be really upset if you do not come on this trip. He's like, babe, I'm gonna buy it. Don't be upset, I'm gonna buy it, da-da-da. 3 days before Georgia, ticket has still not been bought. I'm in his bed, I'm like, babe, are you gonna buy the ticket? Or are you not gonna buy the ticket? Are you coming to Georgia? You're not coming to Georgia. Like, what's tea? What's giving? Like, what's going on? The nigga's gonna be like, oh, babe, I'm gonna buy it the day of. This was the second. I should have known. I should have really known, and I'm really disappointed in myself. Every time I talk about it, and it's just like, this is why I haven't talked about this before, because it's just like, come on, Rebecca, you know better. You've done better. Like, come on. So I'm like, literally verbatim, do you want me to buy the ticket for you? Like, what's tea? Do you not have the bread? Do you want me to buy the ticket? Do you have to pay me back later? Like, what's tea? He's like, no, babe, like, you don't have to buy the ticket. I'm gonna buy it. I promise you, I'm gonna buy it. Mind you, his broke ass friend, I don't care. I'm coming for all you niggas, because all y'all broke and all y'all fraudulent. Anyways, his broke ass friend talking about, oh, I'll come with y'all. Da-da-da-da-da. Nigga didn't come. Spoiler alert. He didn't come. Broke. Anyways, so the niggas hyping him up like, oh, I'm gonna come with y'all. Da-da-da-da. He's like, babe, don't buy the ticket. I'm like, I'm buying the ticket. He was using reverse psychology on me to buy the ticket. And it worked, you know, kudos to you, bitch. But listen, I digress. You know, I buy the ticket. 2 days, I text my friend, like, guys, I just bought Mikey's ticket. And one of my friends was like, honestly, I would have done the same thing. So I was feeling a little bit better. I knew it was a stupid decision, but I was feeling a little bit better. Because my friend was like, she would have done the same thing. So I was cool. Great minds think alike. Push comes to shove, guys. We get to Georgia. Mind you, we had different flights on different airlines because I bought his ticket mad last minute. Guys, I kid you not. I will post the receipt of the ticket. It was $400. Damn near $400. I would not lie to you. So I posted, you know, we in Georgia, yeah. Nobody knows that I have a man at this point. Nobody knows that he's in Georgia because I brought him in Georgia. And you guys know this person, okay? You guys know who it is. And that's why I have to be real discreet because it's just like, I am not here to ruin anybody's life, but it's just like, babe, ooh, you ruined mine. But no, not even, but we got to Georgia, guys. No, before we even get to Georgia, the man's talking about, I'm gonna pay you back when we're in Georgia, like my check's about to bust, scammer talk this, scammer talk that. And it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know this terminology, but I just hope that I'll get my money back, you know? If you're wondering if I got my money back, here's tea. When we got to Georgia, bro, the nigga was paying for everything, bottles, food, shit from the mall, X, Y, and Z. So I think that he thought that that was his way of paying me back. And I'm not sure if it, you know, amounted to the amount that I spent on the ticket, but I let it slide. I'm like, okay, you pay me back and all this other shit that I would have used the money for if I was in Georgia anyways. So I think that we're good. But it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. Look, at no point in the story does it get better for Rebecca Okunda. It never gets better for me. We're in Georgia, bro. The nigga runs out of money. This is when I first found out that all the trapping, scamming shit was all a facade. It was all fake. This is when I first found out. One, the nigga ran out of money. The nigga had like negative $42 in his account, in his chime card. That's one. Two, me and my friends, we went to the strip club. We're having our good, rich girl, you know, fantasies. And the nigga doesn't come to the strip club. One, I'm thinking at this point that he just doesn't want to go. Two, when I get back, I realize it's because he's broke. Three, the nigga had a cousin in Georgia. So his cousin's coming to our B&B, chilling. You know, we cooked. Niggas eating our food. Niggas doing all this other shit. So I'm just thinking, you know, maybe the nigga can give his cousin a couple bucks to go to the strip club. No, he can't. And at this point, I didn't even know he was broke. I just thought, you know, couldn't get the access that he needed to his other account. Niggas always have other accounts. It just wasn't really like clicking in my head for me at this moment. So, you know, I'm just kind of, you know, asking the cousin, like, yo, do you have bread for him to spot? Like, he needs bread. He needs money. He's broke out here. Like, help him. No money for the nigga. So I'm like, okay, babe, take this $110 because the ATM fee of the strip club was $10. Take this $110 and you have yourself a grand old time with those stripper bitches. Rebecca, huh? Rebecca, what? Rebecca, did I hear you clearly? Yes, you did. I gave this man money out of my savings. At this point, this was even PY money anymore, babes. Money out of my savings to go spend on stripper bitches. I know. Didn't even make it to third base. I get it. It's cool. I have to leave. Okay, cool. It's okay. My brother found my AirPods, so hopefully you guys can hear me better now. But yeah. So I gave him my hard-earned money to go spend on strippers shaking their stank-ass booties in Georgia. And even at that point, I wasn't even like realizing what was happening with your girl. I didn't even realize that, Rebecca, are you okay? Like, nobody told me, like, Rebecca, are you good? And I didn't even tell my friends. that I gave this nigga $110 because I knew that it was stupid. I knew. And deep down in my heart, I knew that it was dumb and I knew that I shouldn't have done it. Anyways, the nigga gets to the strip club. He's texting me. And I will insert the text messages if I still have them. I don't know if I do. But he's texting me like, babe, these bitches are boring. Da-da-da-da-da. Next text. Oh, can you send me more money? This nigga was asking for $90 more. I go, what happened to the $100 I just gave you? Oh, I spent, I threw the money. You did what? You spent $100 on strippers in 5 minutes of my money? Is that what you just told me, babe? Like, no. No, that was not the point of the money, babe. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't. That was not the point. The point was not for you to get, like, that was not the point. I gave him the $100 so you don't look like a broke nigga. You didn't have to throw it all. And then you have the gall. You have the nerve to ask me for $90 more bucks. And that's when I kind of start going off. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I gave you that money less than 30 minutes ago. You spent it all. That's your problem. Figure it out. The fuck? But it's okay because I ended up sending him the $90 anyways. Yeah, I ended up sending him the $90. I sent him the $90, guys. 20 minutes after I sent him the $90, he's like, oh, babe, I'm bored. I'm ready to come home now. Can you call my Uber? Am I a sugar mama? Like, I can't even fathom the shit that I'm saying right now because it doesn't even make sense. Am I a sugar mama? Call him his grown-ass cousin, 27 plus years. I don't remember his exact... The nigga was pushing 30, is all I know. Called him and his grown-ass cousin a lift back to the B&B. I'm just, like, really, really disgusted by my actions. I'm sorry. Get your BlinksByChinks, Black-owned businesses, period. They get back drunk as hell, causing a ruckus, and I'm just kind of annoyed, you know? I'm like, give me your phone. Because I wanted to see how much money he spent exactly. Tell me why the nigga had 50-something dollars in his Cash App. It was actually really sickening. So I'm like, all right, you spent like $150 on these stripper bitches. Just know you're gonna have to pay me back. Point blank, period. Like, you're gonna have to pay me back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's like, all right, babe, I got you. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, Mikey. You know, wasn't even pissed off anymore. I'm gonna insert videos of me throwing the money. Like, I had bills, okay? He could have took some of my bills that I had from the night before and, you know, been cool. So I sent myself my 50-something dollars back and went about my trip. So, you know, the next day, niggas run out of bud, so we need a cop bud. It was just really annoying because this man, you know, he's just a pathological liar, and I really, like, felt for it like a dumb bitch. Anyways, you know, I need a cop bud, so I'm like, I'm about to cop bud. Do you need anything? Because you're not hitting my shit, period. You're not doing it. So do you need anything? He's like, yeah, get me something for 50, I'll cash up you, bet. Get him something for 50, get myself something for 50, it's cool, it's fine, right? Come back with the fucking 14th. And the man doesn't have no bread for Rebecca. He doesn't have any money for Rebecca. So now I'm just like, what is wrong with you? And this wasn't even the creme de la creme. This wasn't even, this is not even why I assumed the man was stepping out on the relationship. The problem was, we weren't in the house a lot of the time, but when we were, the man would be upstairs. I would go upstairs. He would go downstairs. I would go downstairs. He would go upstairs. I would go upstairs. He would go downstairs. I would go downstairs. He would go to the basement. I go to the basement. The nigga will go all the way back upstairs. So it's like, what are you doing? Niggas on Facebook Live. Oh, look at my crib. Da, 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 da. Mind you, he put down money for the B&B. I'll give him that. He put down money for the B&B. But sweetie, this is anything but your crib. Anything but your crib. Okay? So I was just getting really like annoyed. Like, you're all up on Facebook Live. You're going upstairs. You know, you're not trying to be in the same room with me. What is going on? So finally, and the sickest part about it is, this nigga used to always be like, babe, check my phone, check my phone. Like, I'm not talking to nobody, check my phone. And I'd be like, I'm not checking your phone, nigga. I'm not a check phones ass bitch. Get your life. I don't know what you're doing. Look sneaky. Get it together. And that's it. But since he would always be like, check my phone, I would be like, ain't nothing to see. You feel me? So it was just kind of like a very much reverse psychology situation. Anyways, so finally, guys, well, you know, he was sleeping one day in the basement because we had gotten to an argument. Don't even remember what it was about. We had gone to an argument. He slept in the basement room. I slept in the master bedroom. And, I guess the phone password, guys. I guess the phone password. Literally because the phone password was the same password as his debit card. So I'm like, you know, doop, 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 doop. Unlocks. I'm like, I don't know if you guys have ever checked somebody's phone or guessed somebody's password, but when that bitch unlocks, it was almost like a sigh of relief. It was like a, whoa, did I just do that? And prior to me even looking through the phone, guys, mind you, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. All my friends are asleep. Nobody's awake. I looked through the phone, guys. If I show you guys, if I were to tell you, you wouldn't even believe me, guys. You wouldn't believe. I stopped counting after 30-something bitches. Mad bitches in his phone. Talking about LA girl, Miami girl, prostitute number 1, prostitute number 7. I'm like, wait a minute. It was like, I was laying down and then I had to wake up. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Bitches in Georgia as well. Bitches in Atlanta. Yes, in his phone. I'm like, is this a dream? Like, what is going on? Screenshot everything. Boom. Send it to my phone. Go to the basement. I wake this nigga up with a backhand slap. Like, nigga does not wake up. I don't know. I think it was the perks or something. Nigga has super strength. Did not wake up. Gave him one good old whack again. Did not wake up. So I'm shaking the nigga like, wake the fuck up. The nigga finally wakes up. He's like, what? I'm like, who's this bitch? I don't even remember the bitch's name. I'm like, who is this and this and this and this and this and this? Mind you, I did not bring his phone downstairs, so he thought I was chatting or something. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never talked to this person. Da 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 da. And I'm like, boo. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. The pudding is your phone. Let's go check. Let's go check the phone. Nigga was not trying to come upstairs with me. So I'm like, okay, don't worry, babes. I have 2 feet. I'ma go bring that phone. I bring this nigga's phone to him. And even with the proof in the pudding, the nigga was still denying it. He was still denying it. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Blatantly, right in my face, lying. And I'm like, oh, you don't? You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm like, okay, that's fine. So you know me. I take his L, I take his bud, and I literally just lock myself in the room. The nigga's knocking on the door. The nigga breaks into the room, first of all. The nigga breaks into the room, and he's trying to tell me, like, oh, baby, I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think you saw, but I would never do you like that. Da-da-da-da-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Cool. Anyways, because it's just like, nigga, you already did me like that. You already did it. Like, it's done. I saw it. You was talking to bitches in Miami. You was talking to bitches in Georgia, bro. Where we are right now. We've been here for a couple days, and you've been talking to all these bitches in my face, in my Airbnb, on my flights. So then I text the cousin. I'm like, hey, like, where's your cousin gonna sleep tonight? He's like, don't do that. Da da da. You better than that. Da da da. You got a strong heart. Da da da. I really fell for it, you know? I was really finagled. Why I didn't cancel his flight back home, I don't know. I guess I didn't have the heart to do so. But the nigga literally cheated the whole time, guys. I've never spent that much money on a nigga at like once ever in my life. And it's just like, it was a huge slap in the face, but it gets worse. I am telling you guys, it gets worse. We get back home. I went to Miami after, you know, I tried to wild out. Didn't have the heart to do it, so it's like, whatever. Heartbroken in Miami, you know, I lost a couple brain cells over it. I lost a couple friends over it. And it's just like, it was honestly like crazy. Got back to Boston and I'm like, yeah, give me all my shit back. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, give me that. He's like, all right, you know, you can come get it at this time, da, da, da. I'm like, no, bitch, I want it now. Like, I'm gonna go to your house if you don't come outside. Like, I'm really gonna go to your house. Didn't come outside, so, you know, I walked my little ass over there, and he opened the door, he gave me my shit back, and you know what the nigga says to me, guys? You're not even gonna believe me. You're not even gonna believe me. You're not even gonna believe me. The nigga looks me in my eye and he goes, I think we need a break. Me? Are you talking to me? You configured that you think we need a break? I wish I would have thought of that. Like, what, nigga? You think we need a break? I funked so a long time ago, nigga. So, remember the $50 for the bud he never gave me? So, we get back or whatever, and I'm asking him like, hello, boo. Can I have my $50 for the bud? Please? Can I please have it? I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you $50. I don't owe you money. I don't owe you money. I don't owe you money. What are you talking about? I don't owe you money. You don't owe me money. You don't owe me money. I put in his little email for Cash App or whatever. And then I guessed the fucking pin. And the pin was the same pin as his debit card. So I go into the Cash App and there's like $13 in there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to send myself $13. And then I put in the 4. I said, you still owe me $37. So every day I would check that Cash App. Every single day I would check that Cash App until it kept sending me $5, $4, $2, $1, bitch, until I got my $50. After I got my $50, because someone had to send him $100 one time, and I got the notification on my phone, so I ran to his Cash App, and I'm like, boo, you finna give me the rest of my money. So I sent myself the money, and after that, the nigga's gonna be like, bitch, you broke ass bitch, give me my bread, send me my bread back, da 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 da. I'm like, oh! I went into your Cash App and I took the money that you owed me back. He had his sister hit me up like, oh, my brother's saying you stole money from him, da da da. I'm like, sweetie, I don't know what's going on over there, but I did not steal money from him. He owed me money and I rightfully got it back. Period. I don't even think she responded after that because it's like, girl, what can you do? He owed me the bread and I got it back. So yeah, that happened. I got my $50 back and I never spoke to or saw the nigga ever again. Except, and this is gonna give it away. Because everybody knows this nigga from this one incident where, oh my god, do I like fucking give myself away like this? Like, do I really? Like, cause everyone's gonna be like, but there was 3 men. Okay, let me just say it. I ain't no pussy, I ain't no punk. So, Trade a Kid. Oh, Trade the Kid. This man was on live kissing Trade a Kid. I'm not gonna tell you which one. I'm not gonna tell you which one it was. But, you do the math. You come to that conclusion yourself. And yeah, that is the time that I flew someone out $400 and they cheated on me 45 different times. I swore that I was gonna take this to my grave. Like, I probably said this 5 times, but it's just like, this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. So this is why I had to wait like a good 5-6 months to do this story, because it's like, now we can kiki about it. I done got my money back and it's cool. I got a new man, whatever. So it's just like, it's over for these other niggas. But it's just like, it was really traumatizing. I was sad as fuck in Miami the whole time. Like, I don't even think my friends or my cousin understands the extent of my sadness, because I'm so happy-go-lucky. Like, I can really put on a brave face but be dying on the inside, and that's what was happening. So woo, I'm sorry if the story was like super long. Like, I really didn't want it to be, but it's just like, you know, you wanted the details or you don't want the details. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more story time videos, more makeup videos, any type of content. I'm here for you guys. Hit that like button down below if you want to see some more story times. Make sure you subscribe. I know I said that probably like 10 times already, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys all for watching, genuinely. And I hope to see you guys again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.